All right, good morning, traders. Today is September 13th, Friday the 13th, 2024, Triple Witching Friday, options expiration day. Again, good morning to everybody out there in digital land. Thank you for leaving the kind comments, the thumbs up. Appreciate that. And I like that a lot. Okay, subscribe to my YouTube and part of my Facebook group. Again, thank you. All right, this morning, my SPY pivot is 554.46. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. All of the Fab 5 except for IWM are in daily uptrends. SPY, QQQ, Diamond Dow, FNGU all made higher highs and higher lows, closing over their bullish traps over their 17 EMAs. SPY closed with a 2-hour uptrend and 10-minute uptrend. IWM, pretty sure it made a higher high and a higher low, closed above a bearish trap, but underneath the 17 EMA. Gold and silver, both in uptrends. Gold made a new all-time high yesterday. Silver made a higher high and a higher low, closing over a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. UNG in an uptrend made an outside day, that's a higher high and a lower low, closing over a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. USO still in a downtrend, made a higher high and a higher low, closing above the bearish trap but under the 17 EMA. US dollar index dropped a little further, closed down by 101.24 area. All right, let's take a look at some charts. And where's my chart? Where's my chart? Here we go. All right, so let's pull this up. All right, so here is the all-time high anchored VWAP. We're above it. My bias is money is flowing into the markets. Okay, we've been 1, 2, 3, 4 days up, looking for a 5th day up because markets tend to move in prime numbers. All right, put another anchored VWAP on this high right here, and we are up over that. So both high anchored VWAPs, price is above. Yesterday's price action, you can see right here, higher low, higher high, closing over bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Okay, so we're right back up in, guess what, right? The same channel that we were in, I think, a couple weeks ago, right here. Same channel. We're right back up in there. Nice rally. See how far we get with this rally, okay? I'm expecting 580, maybe even 600. Don't be surprised after this $15 day right there from the bottom to the top. Don't be surprised to see them put in a $20 day coming into the end of this move up. We'll see how far they get with it, but as long as these little candles continue like this, wait for that big exhaustion candle. Oh, yeah, and by the way, I do have a whole bunch more slides. All right, I think I added about 8 more slides, maybe 6. Okay, to the resources section of the chat room. You have to go to files, and then when you get the drop down underneath files, go over to images, and I've got some more slides in there for e-learning and tutorial. Hey, good morning, Gilbert. All right, so SPY still in an uptrend. It's been in an uptrend since it broke that high. We have made a lower low. There will be pressure on the bulls to produce a higher high. 580 would be a higher high. SPY still in an uptrend on the 2-hour chart. Okay, we left off with price and the thin yellow line. That's a 3 EMA up over the thin white line. That's the 8 EMA. All right, so we got price and the 3 on top of the 8 with space in between the 3 and the 8. That's an uptrend. Okay, we like that. All 3 of those over a rising 17 EMA. So here's a 2-hour uptrend. 10-minute just barely qualifies as an uptrend, kind of continuation, flat consolidation breakout there. So 10 minute, just barely, really 10 minutes kind of flat. I call it an uptrend because they did not drop at all. Okay, so there's SPY grinding up right there. So we had on the 5 minute in the pre-market, had like a little descending wick program happening. It looks like they're ready to break that. So we'll see what happens with that. Anyways, targets for today are, guess what? Probably going to be the top of the channel. All right? Target's going to be right up there. And guess what that is? This is minor resistance. See these two valleys right here? Got a valley there and a valley there. That would be minor resistance. Guess what this is? That's major resistance, okay? We could pop through there, all right? Hit some new all-time highs. Don't be surprised to see us pop through there maybe later today. We'll see what happens. There's 2 hour, again, we're in a 2 hour uptrend, and we left off with a 10-minute uptrend, a 10-minute consolidation, and we got a little bit of a melting up in the pre-market, post-market, and we're still in a daily uptrend. Everything looking good, all right? We are in uptrends. We are up over all-time high anchored VWAPs, or the high anchored VWAPs. Money is flowing into the market. All right, I would expect whatever this pullback is right here. Not sure how big it's going to be. We'll just take it from here down to there, and let's just stack it up and just see what they would probably want a 2-for-1 risk reward. All right, so let's see. Let's just see where that. Let's just see, just for giggles. All right, where that would be. All right, so that puts us up over 580. That's a 2-for-1 risk reward. That would be the market buying the dip right here. Okay, looking for a 2-for-1 risk reward. Okay, that puts us up to 570, 580. Let's see what we got for the crosshairs up there. Looking like 584 is a possibility for a 2-for-1 risk reward with the market buying the dip right here. Okay, so looking like 284 is a possibility. $20 away. Okay, well, $24 away. But let's say we close up here or on top of this consolidation right there, which would be huge. All right, closing above this consolidation here, that would be huge. Okay, you can bet there's probably a really, 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 really good chance we're coming up here to do the measured, the 2-for-1 risk reward. This would be the risk, and this would be the reward. Probably a really good chance we're coming up there to hit the reward up there. So we'll see what happens. Again, it's just a hypothesis, but it happened here, and it happened right here. Okay, or no, right here, where the market bought the dip, and we came up to here. So we'll see what happens with this one. All right, so there's SPY, 2 hour uptrend. Let's take a look at QQQ. All right, QQQ, that's not the one. QQQ on the daily chart, same deal. Still in an uptrend. We've been in an uptrend since we broke that high. Okay, QQQ putting in a higher low. Again, there will be pressure on the bulls to break and make a new higher high. Hopefully back up to the all-time highs. We'll see what we get. QQQ, all right, in an uptrend. All right, let's take a look at, what do we want to look at? Let's take a look at FNGU. All right, so FNGU still in an uptrend since we broke that high, making a higher low. Again, pressure on the bulls to produce that higher high. All right, really like to see them back up at the all-time highs. We'll see what we can get. Right now we got Google and Snowflake in a downtrend. Okay, so you got two of the components of FNGU, and there's only 10. All right, probably canceling out two of the good ones in the FNGU. And let's say there's probably two other ones that are flat. That doesn't leave us much. All right, so we need like Google and Snowflake to get turned around eventually here. Hopefully soon. We'll see what happens. All right, so there's FNGU. All right, still in an uptrend. QQQ, still in an uptrend. SPY, still in an uptrend. All right, let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow broke this high, made new all-time highs about 9-10 days ago right here. Okay, so Diamond Dow still in an uptrend. Diamond Dow putting in higher low, looking for Diamond Dow to produce higher high. Okay, Diamond Dow price action, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap over hooking up 17 EMA there. So Diamond Dow uptrend. IWM not in an uptrend yet. Okay, technically got to make higher highs. Hasn't done it in a while. Okay, so ever since we broke these lows down here, that was major. That right there was major resistance. Excuse me, major support. We broke through there. Now we're back up here. Okay, so price actions got to come back up here. All right, and break those highs in order to be in an uptrend. Okay, so IWM price action yesterday. Same as the rest of the market, higher low, higher high. A little bit different. Instead of over a bullish trap, it's above a bearish trap, but underneath kind of a flat 17 EMA there. Okay, like to see this make a higher high. So there's IWM, still stuck in that downtrend because it broke those lows. All right, so there's IWM. Let's take a look at our technicals. Excuse me there. Okay, for the technicals, starting out with T2122 price action. Remember, we left off the previous day. We were at the midpoint, okay, and we were making higher lows and higher highs. Well, the last higher low produced a higher high again, okay, so that opened up the day up here in the buy zone. Bears threw us out. Wound up in the buyer's chop zone. Made another higher low. Found ourselves back in the buy zone. Pushing the bears around a little bit. Making another higher low. Producing another higher high. Okay. Producing another higher low. And then back up into the overbought zone. And the bears tossed us out of there. So for the rest of the day, we kind of chopped and consolidated inside the buy zone. Very good setup. Don't mind that at all when we leave off the day consolidating and we're in the buy zone. So that's very healthy. All right, so there's T2122. Let's take a look at T2123. And if you see the price action here, you can see from the beginning of the day, let's just spread this out. Okay, you can see green from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, okay? Coming back to attack the 200 SMA. Like to see us get on top of that and consolidate. Actually like to see us get back in here and consolidate. All right, but I'll take a bull flag up here. That's fine with me. Just like to see it consolidate like kind of up over this line right here, okay? See where this box is right here, this consolidation. If we consolidate on the same latitude as this consolidation right here, I would be real happy. But I'd like to eventually get on top of this 200 SMA and start working my way up. All right, don't want to get caught underneath with a hooking 200 SMA. All right, so currently that 200 SMA inside the two prior all-time highs. So you got this thick light green line and this thick lime green line. Okay, those are two prior all-time highs. 200 SMA is up in between the two of them. Price action is in between the two of them. This is the all-time high up here. Like to see price. Got to look like a 45 or a 30 degree pullback here. All right, now we're looking for price, got the higher low. Now we're looking for the bulls to do their job. Their job is to make the higher high. How far they go with it, we'll see, all right? But if we could just get up here and start consolidating on this latitude right up there, okay, that would be nice. We'll see what happens. What we don't want this, okay? You see the move up, got to move up. We don't want that. That's what we don't want. Okay, what we want is a move up and hold the higher ground. That shows me bullishness. Consolidation over prior consolidation. That's also bullish. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. Either one of those two, consolidate or over prior consolidation, or move up and hold the higher ground. Okay, so there's T2123. All right, and that's the 15-minute chart. Projections for T2123 15-minute chart are up here. Okay, that would be the measured move. That should take us up to 637,900 area. Okay, we'll see. All right, it's just a projection. Doesn't mean we have to hit it. Doesn't mean the market will hit it. But that's the projection. As long as we continue to make higher highs and higher lows, and we stay in our uptrend, we could make a good shot at it. We'll see where it is. We'll see what happens. All right. Now for 3-bar chart. Okay, kind of the same deal. Okay, just the 200s, not in between the two prior all-time highs. I'd like to see it up there. Okay, it's going to be a while before it gets up there. Okay, the rate of ascent is, it's about, that took a whole month right there to ascend from 634 up to, well, that was 630.40 up to 634.6. So it's going to be a while before we get up to another 2 months before 200 SMA even gets up here, if it ever does. All right, we'll see. I have high hopes. We'll see. All right, for price action on the 3-bar yesterday. Okay, first candle came out as a red candle bar. Following two with that higher consolidation, holding the higher ground, came out to be 2 green candle bars. Okay, you can see more space opening up as opposed to less space between the bottom of that candle bar and the rising 200. So now we got more space opening up. That's what we like to see. Like to see that 2-hour uptrend moving up. All right, so there's T2123 on the 3-bar chart. All right, like to see this back up here making new highs. Okay, but that is a nice pullback. All right, now we're looking for the bulls just to do their job. We'll see if they can get it done. All right, we'll see. All right, so now let's take a look at FNGU indicator. Okay, so this is FNGU. It's not really an indicator. It's just the FNGU on a 15-minute chart. Okay, and the reason why I track this is because it has 10 of the most heavily weighted stocks inside QQQ and SPY. So this typically, wherever this goes, it typically jerks the SPY and QQQ along with it. Okay, so let's examine the price action. All right, what did we get? Okay, we've got a move up over this consolidation here, over this consolidation here. We like that. And it's up, and it looks like held the higher ground here. Okay, not for long. Broke out and consolidated here. We like that. Whenever you put in consolidation, you're putting in foundation. Not quite long enough, but market might be in a hurry trying to get things done before the rate cuts are announced. Who knows? All right, so we have consolidation here. See us up over this consolidation block right there. Okay, I'll draw it out. I'll box it off. Okay, let's box it off for a second. And right here. Okay, so we got some consolidation here. We've got some consolidation here. And then we've got some consolidation here. Okay, market currently right here. Okay, it's above all 3 of these. Just slightly above this one. Okay, that's good news. All right, just need to hold the ground up there. That would be a beautiful thing. Okay, hold the ground up there. All right, and then possibly get ready for the next move higher with some good economic data. All right, so there's FNGU. Okay, green from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. Love it. All right, that's what we like. Okay. Problem is we got 2 of those in the FNGU. Like I said earlier, Snowflake and Google are in downtrends. Okay, so they're probably canceling out two of the ones that are in uptrends, maybe Microsoft and another one. Okay, and that leaves, let's say, two other ones are flat. All right, so that doesn't leave much left to carry us, those indices. It's nice when all 10 of them are moving up in the upward direction. All right, so we'll see what happens. There's FNGU. All right, so now we'll head back and take a look at a few sectors. Okay, first sector we're going to look at is the semiconductors. All right, so let's start with SMH. Okay, SMH in an uptrend since it broke this high right here, creating a higher low. Pressure on the bulls to produce the higher high. We'll see if they can get it done. Let's see, we've got a measured move probably right here. Can I get it? Yeah, let's try to pick this up. All right, so maybe up to here, hopefully. We'll see what they can do. There's SMH. Let's take a look at XLK. Going to look similar. Okay, putting in the higher low. XLK looking similar. All right, so XLK still in an uptrend. Hasn't broken this low, so it's not in a downtrend. We broke this high, so we're in an uptrend. Okay, so XLK, uptrend. All right, SMH, still uptrend. Let's take a look at XLF. XLF, about 8 days ago, put in new all-time high. It's in an uptrend, got that 30-degree pullback. Looking for the bulls to step in, start creating the next higher high right here. XLF, still in an uptrend. XLI, again, 10, 12 days, they put in a new all-time high. They've already flipped the corner here. XLI in an uptrend. Got that 35, 45-degree pullback. You can see price action moving up. That's our industrial sector. That's XLI. Okay. XLF, that's our financial sector. Okay. XLK, that's our technology sector. And I already went through semiconductors. Last one here, last two. XRT, it's our retail sector. Okay. Retail sector, okay. This was our high. We were in uptrend here because we broke that high. Okay, then guess what? We took out that low, that low, that low, that low. So guess what? We became in a downtrend here. Now, in order to reverse this and be in an uptrend, we have to take out that high. Okay, we did not do it. But if they put in a higher low and the bulls take out this high, that will be an uptrend. Okay, currently, price is in a downtrend on the daily, technically. Okay. In reality, though, if we look at it, let's trash that out. Okay. You've got on the big picture, we've got ourselves kind of a bull flag right up here. Okay. This would be the flagpole. Flagpole comes from right here and then over to the right. Okay. Prior consolidation. You can see prior consolidation was down here. Notice we are consolidating above prior consolidation. That's what inflation does. Okay? It gives more money to the bottom, to the top line, and hopefully more money transcends down to the bottom line. Okay? So there's your retail sector. Anytime retailers get to charge more for their goods and services, guess what? They're taking in more money, typically. All right, so there's XRT. Next one. Okay, now, are they stocking the shelves? Is stuff getting moved around? This is the IYT. It's the transports. Okay, and transports are in an uptrend because they took out this high. All right, and they need to make a higher low and make another higher high. Okay, you can see some of the all-time highs for the transports. We've got some early 2024, and we've got some, actually early 2024 was the all-time highs right up there. Okay, so got a lot of work to do to take out those all-time highs. All right, so, but we're in an uptrend right now. Price action yesterday did not look like this horrid red candle. Okay, it was actually up inside this bearish trap, if not over it, right into the body of that big bottoming tail right there. So it was up there. So it was not this red candle. So it was consolidating. Okay, it's actually consolidating up in this area right through here. Okay, so there's IYT in an uptrend. All right, let's take a look at precious metals. All right, start with SLV. Remember, I said both of these are in uptrends. All right, so they're both in uptrends. Silver making a higher low here. Silver was in an uptrend when it took out that peak right there, so it's uptrend. Okay, making a higher low, looking for silver to make the higher high. Okay, this is a 3-year high for silver right there. All right, we made that earlier in May. Okay, got a higher low. Now remember, the dollar is currently at a 12-month low. Okay, you know, silver is based on how much it costs per dollar. And the dollar happens to be at a 12-month low and a 2024 low. So this could have a nice breakout, maybe up to 32, 34, 40. We'll see what happens, all right? It's kind of late for the show, but maybe it's just taking its time to get there. Okay, so there's silver in an uptrend currently. All right, let's take a look at gold. Gold making new all-time highs yesterday. And guess what? Making new all-time highs again today. Gold moving up. All right. I think I got a target for gold is 252 GLD up there. Okay, let's take a look at energy, USO. Okay, USO still in a downtrend. We became in a downtrend when we took out this low right here and this low and this low. Okay, downtrend. Price action for USO, all right, is higher high and a higher low, closing, looking like just over that bearish trap, but underneath the falling 17. USO still in a downtrend. UNG kind of in a flaky uptrend, looking more like a bear flag than anything else. Okay, so here would be the flagpole, and of course I'll box in. This would be the flag. That would be the fabric of that flag right there. All right, but it's in an uptrend. All right, so zoom in here. We became in an uptrend. We took out that high. That's an uptrend. Came dangerously close to making a new all-time low right here about 2 weeks ago. All right, this is the all-time low right here. That little nub of a tail at the bottom of that. Okay, so we came dangerously close to taking out that right there. Okay, price action has made a just barely, a higher low right here, and we're looking for price to make a higher high. Okay, so looking for a breakout here in UNG. All right, so we'll see what happens with that. Need the bulls. We got the higher low. Need the bulls to produce the higher high and not just extend the flag that we're in. All right, let's take a look at the economics package. And for today, okay, Wednesday was CPI. Was not bad at all. Was good. All right, so that's Wednesday for CPI. That was the main event this week. All right, it's already come and gone. It was good. Jobless claims came in yesterday. I didn't get to look at them. I should have, but they seem to did not affect the market. The market's moved up. And on today, what do we have? We have export prices coming out at 8:30. That's a minute from now. And then we got consumer sentiment coming out at 10. Excuse me. And then a rig count at 1 o'clock. All right. So that's our economics package for the end of the week. Again, today is triple witching options expiration Friday, along with Friday the 13th. You might want to just sit on your hands today. All right. Don't know where it's going to go. I'm expecting price to challenge the top of the channel. We'll see how far it gets. All right. Need a 10-minute uptrend for that to happen. Currently, we are melting up in the SPY. U.S. dollar index. Yesterday, we closed at right around 101.24. Okay, and we're pulling back further. Okay, got a double top up here and a double bottom down here. If they put in that higher low, they could rocket up towards the 200 SMA. If they put in a higher low right here, we could see them rocket up there. If they come down through this M pattern here and they break that low, well, then we're having lower lows. Okay, so that's what we're looking for right now. See what happens with the dollar, all right? But all in all, dollar is at a 12-month low and a 2024 low. So there you go. Any downtrend making lower highs, okay, and lower lows, and lower highs and lower lows, all right? So dollar is still in that downtrend right there, okay? So there's a dollar. We did the economics package. See what Max Payne is going to work today. Hey, it's working. All right. Max Payne today is 552. Well, that represents a pullback because we're at almost 561. Oh, by the way, the target yesterday at the day was the breakup candle low, the breakdown candle high. Excuse me, the breakdown candle high. And guess what? They came within a penny of hitting it early this morning in the pre-market. Okay. I don't know what that means. I don't know why they came within a penny. I don't know why they just didn't spike it. Could mean we're going through it later today. We'll see what happens. Okay, so there's SPY. Max Payne is 552 according to them, and that's regarding the puts and calls that expire today. All right, put to call ratio. Wow, we could have a short squeeze. All right, is 3 1/3 puts to every call. Well, we definitely have a short squeeze. If they allow a pullback, well, then that will give those puts time to cover. All right. If not, we could get a squeeze to the upside. So we'll see what happens here. All right. So earnings calendar. Not much is happening on the earnings front. Oracle reported last night. When I left, it was doing well. All right. You can see Oracle was, no, Adobe. Adobe was last night. I'm going to see what Adobe did. Just a second. I just want to see. Adobe did bad. Oracle popped last night. I don't know what that was about, but it did pop in the final market hours. I thought Oracle reported, but it was Adobe. And Adobe fell out of bed. Okay, right there. All right, it even broke through support right there. So unless it recovers it later today, we'll see what happens. All right, so there is Adobe. Back to economics package. Okay, so for earnings on the 13th, again, nothing that's going to move the market, but some notables in there that, not some notables, but some companies that you might be familiar with, but nothing that's going to move the markets. On Monday, same deal, okay? Nothing that's really going to move the markets. That's it for the earnings calendar. That's it for the economics package this morning. I'm going to come back on at 9:15, and we're going to kick off the market. We're looking for green erases red on the 10-minute chart. So we're looking for green candles to erase what red candles have done on the 10-minute chart in a 10-minute uptrend over the pivot. The pivot is 554.46. All right. So that's it. All right. So I'll see you guys in about 45 minutes. Again, thank you everybody out there in digital land. Appreciate that a lot. FOMC next week. All right. We could get an interest rate cut coming next week. Is that Thursday or Friday? 17th to 18th. He's saying 17th to 18th. Let's see what that Looks like that's Tuesday and Wednesday. All right, sometime around there. Maybe in the morning. Maybe he's saying in the morning. Thanks, Brad. All right, so that's it. I'll see you guys in about 45 minutes. Again, we'll look for that 10-minute uptrend. Could get wacky today. We'll see what happens. We are set up for a put squeeze. We'll see what happens.